Okay, this is an overview of the numbers concerning the fiscal year 21 budget as of May 14th, 2020. Okay, so the first thing is a fiscal year. So a fiscal year runs from July 1st, in this case, to June 30th of the following year. So this July 1st, 2019 to June 30th, 2020 is fiscal year 20. This is the school year that we're finishing out. And then July 1st of 2020 to June 30th, 2021 is fiscal year 21. This is the budget that people are currently working on, which could go into effect July 1st. So, in fiscal year 20, the town administrator endorsed a Natick Public Schools budget of $76.8 million. In that same budget year, the school committee put forth a budget, or I should say Natick Public Schools actually spent $68.6 million by leveraging free cash, prepaying some tuitions, things like that. So these are both numbers pertaining to fiscal year 20. Now in January, which we're calling pre-COVID, the budget process was underway for fiscal year 21, and Natick Public Schools proposed a budget of $72.9 million to provide services to students equivalent to what they provided in fiscal year 20. In that same budget season, pre-COVID, for fiscal year 21, the town administrator endorsed a budget for Natick Public Schools of $71.2 million. So back in January, before COVID hit, there was already a difference between what the school committee was looking at for numbers and what the town administrator was looking at. A difference of over $1 million. So now COVID hits, and the problem is that revenue in our town is down over $8 million. So that $8 million needs to come from expenses that the town has. So in May, the town administrator endorsed a new budget for Natick Public Schools, which was to go back to fiscal year 21 that the town administrator endorsed, which was $67.8 million, and then subtract off an additional $970,000 or $0.9 million for a total budget of $66.8 million. Now, one could argue that that's a significant decrease from the fiscal year 20 town administrator endorsed budget. It's even more of a decrease from what Natick Public Schools actually spent in 2020. In fact, it's a cut of $1.8 million from what Natick Public Schools actually spent in fiscal year 20. It's even more of a decrease from this number that was pre-COVID, which represented level services to students, accounting for increases in any legal requirements for special ed, Title I, legal requirements to uphold union contracts. In fact, it's a $4.3 million cut from the pre-COVID FY21 budget to the COVID FY21 budget. Essentially saying the same thing. This is what the town administrator endorsed for Natick Public Schools budget in fiscal year 20. This is what the town administrator endorsed for Natick Public Schools budget in January or pre-COVID for fiscal year 21. And this is what the town administrator is currently endorsing for fiscal year 21 budget. So you can see the difference in the three. Showing how many millions of dollars need to be cut from the pre-COVID January 21 budget endorsed by the town administrator to the current fiscal year 21 budget endorsed by the town administrator. So Natick Public Schools is being asked to make over $4 million in cuts. Municipal is about $500,000. Sheridan Keefe Tech is about $500,000. And then this category other is about $3 million. So if you want to know what's in each of these categories, you can go to the budget on the Town of Natick webpage. If you just Google Natick, Mass town budget, you can find it. This is right on there. This is actually slide number 28. This entire bottom section here is the category called Other, which includes things like capital improvements, golf course deficit, general stabilization funds, all different stabilization funds, things like that. And then Natick Public Schools is a single line item right here. Keefe Tech is here. And then shared expenses are here. And then everything else in between Natick Public Schools, Keefe Tech, and shared expenses is considered municipal. So the libraries, public safety, public works, health and human services, administrative support services, and committees. Hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.